There is a book so dangerously accurate about the mechanics of reality that its authors refused to put their real names on the cover. They knew that if the masses understood the codes hidden inside, the entire system of human control, poverty, and competition would collapse overnight. Look at the room around you, the device you are holding, the money in your bank account. You have been conditioned since birth to believe that the physical world is solid, unchangeable. You believe that you are a small physical body fighting against a massive physical universe to survive. That is the grand illusion. And as long as you believe it, you will remain powerless. In 1908, a text emerged from the shadows, signed only by the 3 initiates. It was called the Kybalion. It revealed the 7 immutable laws that govern the universe, not just the spiritual universe, but the laws of physics, energy, and wealth. The Kybalion states clearly, the lips of wisdom are closed, except to the ears of understanding. If you are hearing this right now, it means your frequency is ready to decode the first and most terrifyingly powerful law of existence. The first Hermetic principle, the principle of mentalism. The all is mind, the universe is mental. Quantum physics is only now beginning to prove what the Hermetic masters knew thousands of years ago. Matter does not exist in the way we think it does. Under a microscope, a solid piece of gold is just vibrating energy and empty space. So, what holds the energy together? Mind. The universe is not a physical machine. It is a giant, infinite, living mind. And everything in it are just thoughts projected within that universal mind. The principle of mentalism dictates that before a single dollar manifests in your physical reality, it must be constructed perfectly in your mental architecture. To master wealth, you must master the projector. Law 2. Correspondence. The second Hermetic principle, the principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. This law dictates that there is a perfect, unbreakable harmony between the multiple planes of existence. The physical, the mental, and the spiritual planes are not separate worlds. They are exact reflections of one another. Your external reality, the exact number in your bank account, the success of your business, is the below. Your internal reality, your hidden beliefs about money, your core self-worth, is the above. 99% of the population remains trapped because they spend their entire lives desperately trying to manipulate the below. By the law of correspondence, the universe looks at your internal state of lack and it perfectly mirrors it back to you. A mirror cannot reflect a king if a beggar is standing in front of it. Law 3. Vibration. The third Hermetic principle, the principle of vibration. Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates. The Kybalion teaches that the only difference between the highest forms of spirit and the lowest forms of physical matter is simply their rate of vibration. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your beliefs are not empty air. They are actual, measurable frequencies of energy. When you feel despair, anger, or the fear of going broke, you are generating a very low, dense vibration. The elite understand that wealth is not a physical object you chase. Wealth is a high-frequency vibration you must align with. When you vibrate at the frequency of absolute certainty and wealth, opportunities and capital will begin to vibrate in harmony with you. Law 4. Polarity. The fourth Hermetic principle, the principle of polarity. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Look at a thermometer. Where exactly does heat end and cold begin? There is no absolute line. They are the exact same thing, temperature, just at different degrees of vibration. Poverty and wealth are not two separate forces. They are the exact same thing. They are simply different degrees of abundance. Poverty is just abundance functioning at a very low degree. If you focus your energy on fighting debt and hating your current situation, you are keeping your focus fixed on the negative pole. You are feeding it energy. The elite do not fight poverty. They completely ignore it. They shift their absolute focus and vibration to the positive pole of wealth. Law 5. Rhythm. The fifth Hermetic principle. The principle of rhythm. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything. Have you ever noticed that after a period of intense motivation, you suddenly experience a massive drop in energy? The universe operates like a giant pendulum. When you forcefully raise your vibration to attract money, you are swinging the pendulum far to the positive side. But universal law dictates that the pendulum must swing back to the negative side. The masters do not try to stop the pendulum. Instead, they use neutralization. When the pendulum of physical circumstances swings backward toward poverty or failure, they refuse to participate in the emotion of it. By holding their internal frequency steady, the negative swing passes beneath them without touching their reality. Law 6. Cause and effect. The sixth Hermetic principle. The principle of cause and effect. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. There is no such thing as luck. The tragic reality is that 99% of humanity lives their entire lives as an effect. They are pieces on a chessboard, being moved around by forces they do not understand. The Hermetic masters refuse to be the pieces on the board. They become the players. When you become the cause, you no longer wait for the physical world to give you opportunities. You command them into existence. You do not react to reality. Reality reacts to you. Law 7. Gender and outro. The seventh and final Hermetic principle. The principle of gender. Gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. This is not about physical biology. It is about the fundamental mechanics of creation. The masculine principle is the directive energy. It is your conscious mind. It observes, it decides, and it commands. The feminine principle is the generative energy. It is your subconscious mind. It is the fertile soil. Here is exactly why you are not rich yet. Your conscious mind wants wealth, but it fails to plant a clear, powerful command into the subconscious. And because the subconscious only creates what it is given, it keeps birthing poverty into your physical life. Consciously knowing these 7 laws will not make you rich if your deep, invisible operating system is still programmed for poverty. To actually manifest wealth, you must violently rewrite the subconscious code that was installed in you since childhood. You must perform a paradigm shift. I have decoded the exact step-by-step psychological framework the elite use to permanently reprogram their subconscious minds for absolute abundance. In the video on your screen right now, you now have the keys. Click the video, master your subconscious, and become the architect of your own universe.